It's time to get those Bradford tree stumps down. So our friend is back and he's going to be cutting down those stumps close to the ground so that we can do some more work on our property. Welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and this is the Resourceful Homestead Goal Busting 2026. Come along for the ride. If you have a large job that needs to be done, that's overwhelming and out of your control, you might want to try bartering to get the job done. We were fortunate to be able to barter to get these Bradford trees removed. They are softwood. They were dangerous to our property with the West Tennessee winds that we get. Tree limbs can break and fall, and they could have fell on the road. They could have fell towards our house. So we were glad to get them removed. Plus, we had a couple of them that were dying, and we had one tree that is humongous. You'll see at the end of this. But he is cutting through this tree trunk to get it all the way down to just a stump, and that is poison oak on that tree. So we're glad to get rid of that. Yeah, we have poison oak and poison ivy, Virginia creeper on our property, and those are all things that I'm allergic to. So I was kind of glad to see it go. And we hope that he didn't get any poison ivy from that. But he is a good friend, and he has done the work for us, and he decided to come back and make sure that these trees were low enough that if we decided to get a stump grinder in here, it would be easy work. So you're going to see him working in the background while I'm talking about Goal Busting 2026, what it means for us, and our surprise is getting closer to becoming a reality. So y'all stick around. Having a homestead is nonstop work, folks. So if you're planning on doing a homestead, make sure that you're able to do the work that you need to do, or that you can barter to get the work done that needs to be done. My husband couldn't fell trees. Our friend does that, or has done that in the past for a living, and was willing to come in here and help us out. So we are very, very grateful. Some of our goals got pushed back on the back burner. We had some financial issues come up, some emergencies come up that we had to deal with before we could get into doing all of our goals. So from January to March, the main goal we got done was we got the green bedroom turned into a pantry overflow. There's a video for that. We got the canning room reorganized, inventoried, and our freezers. And we have now cut down the majority of the trees that needed to come down. We still have 4 Bradford Pears to come down, and we also at some point want to take down 2 sugar maples that are growing roots underneath our mobile home. So we don't want trees popping up in the flower beds and things like that. So we really need to get those trees taken care of. And that's another job in itself, is cleaning out the flower beds. So a lot of things got pushed back. We didn't get the back porch area cleaned off. We didn't repair our subfloors. So we need to get those done. So they're going to be pushed back on our list. We also are in the spring, March through May time, and we had intended to put a backsplash up and build 2 chicken coops and rework the garden area. So reworking the garden area is priority, and the others will probably get pushed back. And then summer to fall would be June through October. I'm going to be real heavy into the canning and preserving, refilling our pantry, re-inventorying everything. Next fall and winter, we are talking October through December, maybe January, replacing a front door, replacing missing windows, weatherproofing, and either repairing or removing a handicap ramp that we have on our house. So those are adjusted goal busting things for 2026. We do have a 5-year plan in place because we're having another birthday this month. This is my birthday and my husband's birthday month. So as part of our birthdays, our third Monday Live will be a birthday bash. My husband won't be able to attend, but we're going to try to do something for that to celebrate our birthdays. And I am in my senior years almost officially, according to Social Security, but they keep changing the goalpost. So we may never make it there, who knows. But physically, I'm slowing down. And I know that, and I know it because I am having a lot of struggles with fatigue issues and different things with my body. So just be aware that I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not that spring chicken anymore. I'm like the old hen sitting on the nest. But we're going to get it done. And, when setbacks come, you just take a deep breath and you move forward slowly. And that's what's happened with getting these trees done. This guy does it in his spare time. And we were perfectly okay with that. And he is taking his time, making sure he does a good job and does it safely. So we are, again, very, very grateful for that. Picking and deciding what is priority and what is not is all a part of our goal-busting 2026 plan. Although we're not getting everything done this year, we do have a 5-year plan in place, like I've said before, and I'm excited to get these projects done because I don't want to be doing these things in my senior years. I want to be able to relax and enjoy our homestead and whatever time we have left on this earth. So that is the plan. So here he is. He's just working away. God bless him. And y'all can see how beautiful our trees are. The trees that you're seeing in the background there, that is part of our state park. And they are just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, we have high pollen in the area. We've had some really good temps in the 70s, but we're expecting some temps in the 90s next week and maybe some rain. We definitely need the rain for the garden to grow, but it is so beautiful out here, and I've got a view of it now. We do plan on putting gravel down in our driveway again. We've put it down a couple of times since we've been here, and because of the way our property slants, a lot of that gravel will be washed out into the road. So maybe one year we can afford to have a concrete or some other type of driveway put in. That would be very, very nice for us. So these tree trunks will be dragged to the back of our property where we have our burn pile, and they will have to dry out before we actually have a bonfire. But I'm hoping to bring you that as well. So y'all stick around for that one and be on the lookout for it. I do have plans for some more recipes in the kitchen and other things before we get heavy into the garden season. But there will be a lot of gardening coming your way because I've got a lot of work out in the yard that needs to get done. And we've got to get the garden in or we won't eat next winter. Our plans are to be self-sufficient as much as possible. Let me know in comments if you've ever had major tree work done and what it cost you, because I'm very, very curious of what it cost in your area. I know here it cost quite a bit of money to get this kind of work done, but I tell you what, we have been truly, truly blessed by this. And that, my friend, is the double tree trunk that we had to deal with. Now I'm going to go back and just show you, the trunks. This was the one that had started dying. He had a little trouble getting it down. And y'all pardon my angles. I'm just going to be walking along here. And the wood inside is just beautiful. So there's another one. And you could see there was going to be some rot on that right side. Here's another tree that was felled. And look, I mean, just look at that beautiful rust color of that wood. Amazing. So there is another one. Just beautiful. He really did do a good job on these. There is another tree. And here comes that big tree. Y'all let me know if you think this was one tree or two trees that grew together. There's one half. And there is the other half. I'm going to turn around and just show you the view towards the road. That is the state park. And it really did open up the front of our yard to the view. Super, super excited to see those trees go. And we do have plans to plant some cedars for a windbreak sometime in the future as well. But until then, we'll have a clear view and maybe a little tree grinding or stump grinding coming in your future. Here's some content I think you might like. Thank you for visiting our homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hype, and share to help our small channel grow. See you next time for more simple living, frugal tips, and farmyard fun.